so fit in terms of what he means to hip hop, and not just beatbox, but hip hop.
That's right. He represents the foundation of hip hop. I mean, I know they call it the fifth element, but way back in the days, when cats was rhyming, somebody was either beating on the table or had a quarter in their hand to get that hi-hat, you know what I'm saying, and pounding with the fist to get that 808 kick, or they were doing the beatbox with their mouth. They had another bang on. So really, it's like one of the first elements to me, of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It was that beat, it was that rhythm, it was that drive that made you feel a little something like, oh, I'm gonna flow on this.
I always like to call it the musician element.
Yes.
And also quickly to go to scratch. Because I always see the lists of the world's greatest beatboxers, and you are always on that list, and rightfully so, usually at the top. So one person that I think that I very seldom ever see mentioned by people on blogs, on the internet, is Scratch. And like, you know Scratch quite well too. I mean, why are people still sleeping on Scratch? I mean,
to me, he's like a lot of people. I think being that first, let me say this: Scratch is not only the king, he's the god of scratch. He will destroy actually turntables, on their turntables. He'll actually take what they do, and do something else with it that they can't do with their hands. So he's doing really with his mind. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's just amazing. So, he's the god of the scratch. And I think people just want to allocate him to the scratch, and he's just a scratcher. But there's much more to scratch. I've seen him do beats.
Yeah, I know.
And he's
been vocalist. And just as a vocalist.
Yes, and he's been developing and growing. I mean, he can modulate his voice to sound like this person, sound like that.
I know.
That person, excuse me. And I heard him. I mean, because I did several shows with the Roots also, so I was able to see Scratch pull some rappers out the hat. I was like, wow. I said, this cat is working on something here.
Wow.
But he's. I mean, since then he's been growing as far as his beats is concerned. At one point, people think, he was, kind of weak with the beats. You know what I'm saying? But he's just been doing his homework.
Right.
And he's a scientist, so he'll throw out, a little something, to test the crowd with a little something here and there. But Scratch,
he's a crowd rocker.
Yeah, he's a crowd rocker. Not only with the scratch. I mean, because of course you can't scratch all day. You have to come with some beats.
Yeah, I mean, I remember first hearing him doing like he would imitate voices. Yeah. And it's almost like he put subliminals in, you know what I mean? Like he'll put like a little whisper, and you have to catch it real close.
Cause he does Paul Revere better than the record. That backwards.
Yes.
I mean, he sounds better than the record.
Right.
But it goes to show you.
He's with Gorillas now, right?
That's what I heard.
Yeah. I heard he's with Gorillas. Yeah.
That's what I heard. But yes.
Okay, well let's talk.
Much love to Scratch.
Yes, word.
Come on, Scratch. Let's do this album.
I looked up to him.
Come on, Rozelle. Let's do this album together. It will be the greatest album ever.
Well, let's talk about your album. The anticipation. Again, one of the reasons that I'm actually doing this interview is we're all wondering what's up with Kenny. Where is Kenny? Where is Kenny? It's like a South Park episode. Where's Kenny? Where's Kenny? So there is a giant anticipation for your next project, and we spoke a bit about your new album coming out this summer in August, I believe, is the release date. Can you just tell us a bit about your album? And I think the thing that people are going to be surprised about is the live album.
The live album will be coming out
before it. Okay.
The album.
Right. Okay.
So I mean, it's like I've been pushing back the album for so many years. But it's so I have so many things that.
So you're talking with some labels right now.
Well, I'm concentrating on just being independent right now.
That's the way.
I'm just that's what I'm taking it on a whole self-revolutionary level.
They seem to be the most successful artists right now.
Yeah, that's true.
That are doing it independent.
That's so true.
So talk a little bit about your. So you're releasing a live.
Yeah, the live album. As a matter of fact, I have one radio. I did. It's a classic. Everybody must get this one. Those who really want to master the skills of human beatbox, local percussion, as far as coming from a drummer's perspective. Because once you master drum technique, you have how can I say, you have not only longevity, but you have versatility. You can go into any genre of music, you know, and then you can add on your effects. Then you can add on your musical effects or sound effects or whatnot. I mean, I stay away from certain sound effects or whatever, but I'm more musical effects. You know, some acts, you know, can you do more sound effects? He doesn't do a lot of sound effects.
Right.
Whatnot. I can do all that and then some. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that I leave that. You know, that's Rozell's thing. You know what I'm saying? But then on the extreme part of that is that I kind of stay away from it because I want people to respect me as a serious musician. Well, you know, not as a comedian. Oh, he does the horse sound. He can do the robot sound. He can do he could beatbox and do the Barney. Right. But I don't want to stray away from actually the question as far as the album is concerned. But the live album is everybody must get this one. This is like really
Is it real?